As well, right? Because I was recording and didn't nothing pick up. Okay, but however, y'all, this is part two. Thank you so much for tuning back in. Go back to part one if you're new tuning in to catch up with this reading. Okay, now it's called "The Spell Is Broken," right? But I left off on card four. And card four really speaks about the resistance. And I got the Empress in the reverse position, right? And so this could be either divine feminine energy doubting themselves, or not feeling like they're enough, right? Or this could be a feminine energy that's a karmic energy that is very jealous, very controlling, very manipulative, right? But however, it does have this feeling of a divine feminine questioning their own value, okay? Nurturing everyone else but themselves. And so that's where the resistance to the breakthrough comes in at, right? When you're overpouring and not giving enough to you, then bam, you throw the balance off in your situation. And pretty much, on this journey, you cannot do that. Everything has to be balanced, okay? It has to be on the same frequency, same equal give and take, or if not, it's not going to work, right? Period. Nothing. So that's why we're being taught all the time about reclaiming our power, our alignment, our energy, all of that, right? We different. We're not like everybody else, okay? And so that's what spirit has been really trying to say throughout your journey, is to reclaim your throne, because you are the empress, right? But the empress can't pour from an empty cup, period. Okay, so you probably should have this down pat, because a lot of people in the collective literally are on that right now. All right, when it comes down to owning their power. And so when I looked into the power shift, I got the Eight of Cups up, right? And that's basically about, walking away, leaving some things behind that no longer serve you. And so what I'm saying with this is you literally choosing self-peace over emotional confusion. Like you literally decided to say, you know what, 222 on the timer. I choose me. This is where you actually stop chasing, and this is how you started ascending. Okay, so once you realize that it's okay to walk away from what doesn't fill your cup, bam, you unlock the key. You unlock the door, right? That was the magic key, was just you coming to the realization of who you are and what you don't have to do, right? So even if it was hurting, you still did it. You still walked away, right? And that is where your initiation into true divine power came in. The power shift is detachment. It's not coldness. It's just about that sacred release, okay? You have to literally learn the art of detachment on this journey, right? Your liberation begins when you do. Okay, the Fool card comes out. That's that fresh start. When you finally take that leap of faith, and the leap of faith is not in them, it's in you. When you chose you to show up for you, okay, 333 on the time, and when you decided, I'm gonna protect my peace, I'm gonna show up for my peace, that set the whole tone. That's what made you ascend. So you learned the lesson. Now you just got to trust yourself again, because you're on a new timeline. There's new adventures. There's new energy that is rooted here, right? And some of it is rooted in pain, most definitely. But you've been through the karmic classroom, so now it's time to graduate. You have literally ascended. All right. If you're having dreams about being in school, right, you're still in the classroom. When you get to the point when you are the teacher of the class, then you know you moving, right? Depending on where you're at in school, if you're in high school still, if in college, however, right, that shows your ascension. But right now, it's like the collective is graduating, okay? Now, that divine alignment came in again with the Three of Cups, because this is the celebration. This is the reunion, right? Especially of the soul tribe. This is where divine alignment is bringing in new connections that match your healed frequency. So the people that are around you are going to match that frequency, unless you do what? You shift your frequency to a lower vibration, then guess what? Then you're going to start attracting those type of people. But as long as you're staying in alignment and you're staying balanced and true to your purpose and yourself here, all of that is going to mirror you. Okay. So for some of you, this is a friend, or these are friends or soul family that remind you of joy, right? For others, it could be a reconciliation with your person, but on a brand new energy, okay? Either way, this is like emotional community, and it's a lot of divine support that I'm feeling. This is that you don't have to walk this journey alone. Where you may have felt like you was alone, now you got partnership, right? You got people who are divinely orchestrated to walk it with you. Okay. And so when it comes down to the union code, I got the 9 of Wands up, right? This looks like you already. I feel like you was defending, standing your 10 toes down, being resilient in everything, right? But the card basically, it's like the lesson that was unlocked through this release is your resilience. Okay, so you've been tested, you've been triggered, right? But you didn't give up on yourself. And that's why the union code activates, because true union only forms after you choose what? Yourself, right? You have to choose endurance over despair. Every time. Resilience. Okay? You got to choose to stand your ground. You have to choose and want to be healed. You have to want to evolve. This is your journey. It's not about your counterpart. At the end of the day, this is about you becoming one with yourself, with your own soul. So don't be caught up in the illusion. It's not real. But what is real is how you become free or liberated from the things that kept you bound. Okay? Whether it's a mindset, whether it's a pattern, it's a habit, repeating the same karmic scripts. You elevate into a higher frequency where whatever spell work you thought was being done on you, it's broken. Okay? So the spell is broken, but not just in the connection. It's broken in you. You're no longer bound by the illusion, right? You're no longer waiting on validation. You're no longer repeating the same cycles. So take this as your confirmation that you're stepping into alignment. You're calling back your energy and walking in your divine authority right now, okay? So drop a fire symbol, right, emoji, in the comment section, or you can even type out freedom, all right? Because that right there is showing or saying to the universe, yourself, the collective, however, we doing it on a collective movement here, okay? That the illusion never had power. We had the power the whole time, all right? So hit the like button, you guys, share button, save button, whatever. Send the positive energy, all that good stuff, okay? I definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. I love you deeply. Peace out.